Welcome, judges. May I have my music, please? Thank you very much. Time. Coffee is not just a drink. It is a ritual, a connection, a bridge between two generations. Today, I will introduce you to a world where heritage meets reinvention, where the Cezve Ibrik coffee is reimagined for the new era. For centuries, Cezve Ibrik coffee was a symbol of hospitality, patience, and craftsmanship across the lands of Mediterranean, Balkan, and Middle East. Its aroma evokes home, comfort, and memory, and make a sense of global home. What if we could honor this cultural treasure while embracing the tools and the techniques of today? My mission is not just to preserve an essence of tradition, but to elevate it and reframing for the new generation. A balance between the old and the new. A story of legacy and evolution. Let me take you through my story. I will start with my coffee cocktail, which blends the rich texture of Cezve Ibrik and modern mixology. It is inspired by traditional roots and modern creativity. It's a drink where respects tradition while speaks the language of today's bar scene. It's a non-alcohol coffee cocktail that suits in any occasion during the day and the night, and can be replicated by high-end cafe bars and cafeterias as well. I call it motivo, from the word motive, which means move forward, create, and take action. My coffee is a SL28 varietal from the farm Finca Paraíso 92 in Huila, Colombia, grown by Wilton Benitez at 1,700 meters above sea level, where cherries experience specific structure process. 60 hours oxidation, followed by 20 hours of seal fermentation. Then, cherries are placed in air dryers until it reaches humidity of 18%. Next, they get dressed in big bags for 20 hours. And finally, they are dried again until it reaches humidity of 11%. This method enhances the natural qualities of my coffee and the distinctive notes of raspberry, strawberry, and caramel. I've chosen this coffee because its fermentation-driven character remains the same after the brewing process, allowing me to elevate my coffee cocktail motivo. The recipe that I'm using has 25 grams of grinded coffee at 400 particles by using a Malconic EK43 grinder, and 100 grams of preheated water at 60 degrees, with ratio 1:4. Brewed over from 1 minute 40 seconds up to 2 minutes 40 seconds by using a sun heater from Johnny Commercial. I'm using electrical stirrers 2 times, 10 seconds per time, and this will provide me consistency and even texture. Please write down my flavor notes that comes to the combination of my coffee and the ingredients that will explain you furthermore. My coffee cocktail serves cold around 7 degrees with medium acidity, medium to high sweetness, and low bitterness. In the flavors you will perceive pineapple, white peach, and cherry. It is a smooth, delicate coffee cocktail with medium to high body, refreshing and fizzy. I will filter my coffee through origami paper filters and V60s to enhance the clarity and the texture of my coffee. I have already placed my V60s above hyper chillers to cool down directly my coffee. Now, let's talk about the technique that I'm using for the pre-batch that I'm using for my coffee cocktail motivo. This technique breeds tradition and modern mixology by using controlled fermentation and milk clarification. For demonstration use only, I have used 50 grams of lime juice, and 50 grams of mango juice. This combination generates the flavor of pineapple. 50 grams of raspberry. This ingredient generates the flavor of cherry. 50 grams fully fat milk. And 50 grams aged rum without alcohol. This combination generates the flavor of white peach. Then I'm placing all the ingredients in a big tank, and this is where the acids interacts with the lactose protein and separates the fat from the liquid. All this happens due to the anaerobic process that holds up to 12 hours. Next, I strain it, where the strain process holds up to 6 hours. And finally, I pasteurize it to get my final pre-batch base serve at 7 degrees. These ingredients reveals what's already in my coffee, translating its fermentation-driven character into a modern, non-alcohol coffee cocktail. I will use 60 grams of my final pre-batch base serve at 7 degrees in its siphon. I will introduce carbonization to enhance aromatics as well. This combination with my coffee will generate new flavors of pineapple, white peach, and cherry. I'm using Collins glass, where in each glass I will use 1 ice cube Collins, which weighs 80 grams. And this will help me to achieve the perfect serve temperature of 7 degrees for my coffee cocktail motivo. Judges, as I serve you, I want you to have at least 3 sips to enjoy my coffee cocktail motivo. In the first sip, you get the aromas, the texture, and the temperature. In the second sip, as slightly dilutes, you will get the flavors. And in the third sip, everything comes together. And you get the whole coffee cocktail experience of my motivo. My coffee is ready, and I will place it in electrical mixers, where I will use them for 5 up to 6 seconds. And this will help me to create better velvety texture. And finally, I will make a small stir for better agitation. Judges, this is more than a coffee cocktail. This is the bridge between tradition and modern mixology. Please, enjoy. Judges, the bridge between the modern path that we have explored and tradition is my simple Cezve Ibrik. I'm using the same coffee because after the brewing process, it will help me to develop flavors, acidity, and tactile as well. This coffee was roasted 8 days ago in a developer ratio of 12%. A total roast time 8 minutes and 20 seconds. The longer Maillard reaction helps me to build depth, flavors, allowing the distinctive notes of raspberry, strawberry, and caramel to shine. My water has 8.1 pH, 100 ppm, 128 magnesium per liter for the total hardness, and 138 magnesium per liter for the alkalinity. Bicarbonates and magnesium enhance the sweetness and the roundness of my coffee. The recipe that I'm using is simple and elegant. I'm using 9 grams of grinded coffee at 400 particles by using a Maltonic EK43 grinder and 90 grams of water with ratio 1 to 10. With total brew time from 1 minute 20 seconds up to 2 minutes 20 seconds by using a gas heater. I'm using custom Ibriks from Stavros Lambrinidis and a combination of the geometric shape that it has and the stainless steel that it's been made, it will help me to achieve consistency and even texture during the brew. Judges, as I said you, I want you to evaluate only the crema, and I will give you specific instructions how to enjoy and evaluate my coffee. Please write down my flavor notes. When it's hot and warm, it has medium acidity, medium to high sweetness, and low bitterness. And in the flavors, when it's hot and warm, you will perceive blueberry muffin, strawberry candied cream, raspberry, and syrupy caramel. In the tactile, when it's hot, it has medium weight. Juicy texture and clean finish. And when it's warm, it has medium to plus weight. Juicy texture and clean finish as well. Judges, I will remove a part of your crema to enhance your tactile experience during your first sip. I want you to have the first sip of my coffee 1 minute later after my time, and the second sip 5 minutes later after your first sip. Judges, today I have shared more than 2 coffee drinks. I have shared philosophy. Innovation isn't about forgetting where we come from. It's about bringing forward tradition together. Thank you very much. Time.